Part 2. MBA as a career option. 4 W's of an MBA. What, why, who, and from where. What is an MBA? MBA is one of the most wanted professional courses for the fresh graduates and executives who desire to acquire and sharpen their professional skills and go higher up the corporate ladder. MBA is a postgraduate program which, regardless of the specialization, will provide you with theoretical, practical, and conceptual training in various aspects of business, like operation, economics, marketing, corporate finance, or basic accounting, etc. But if the student has a bent towards one particular specialization or area of management, a specialized MBA can be pursued in that specific aspect. Most MBA programs in India are accredited by AICTE or UGC. However, many MBA programs also have prestigious international accreditations. In terms of duration of the program, an MBA is basically of 2 types. A. 2 years full-time. B. 1 year executive program, the most standard and sought-after MBA program. At most of the Indian B schools is the 2-year MBA. While some B schools offer a postgraduate diploma in management, some offers a master's degree called the MBA, Masters of Business Administration. MBA is offered by colleges that are affiliated to a university. PGDM is provided by colleges that are not affiliated to any university. However, it does not make any difference whether it is a diploma or an MBA degree, as the recruiters go by the reputation of B school and the caliber of the student. Specialization and electives. Specialization and electives for an MBA. B schools offer several specialized management programs that are domain specific and aimed at gaining deeper knowledge about a particular stream of management. The most common specializations are marketing, sales, finance, logistics, information technology, operations, and human resources. Finance comprises investment banking, institutional finance, corporate finance, international finance. Marketing comprises sales, advertising, public relations, international marketing, brand management, social media management. Operations comprises supply chain management, logistics management, production management. HR comprises recruitment, training, employee policy, benefits and increments. IT comprises budgeting, staffing, change management, software design. In the majority of B schools, first-year students have general management program in which they learn the basic of all the various streams of management. The specialization and electives are chosen by students in the second year of the program. Other than the most common specializations, many new age domain-specific management specialization programs are also offered by many B schools, like specialization in foreign trade, communications, human resource, telecom management, retail management, social entrepreneurship, sports management, and energy management, etc. A student of specialized course gets an in-depth knowledge of stream and can market himself as a specialist. Summer internship. In any B school, summer internship is a regular aspect of the course curriculum across the country. It is mostly a 2-month-long program. It takes place in the second year of the program. giving the glimpse of the final year placements. Summer internship gives the student a perspective of industry and the corporate world. They get a chance to apply classroom knowledge and skill to use. In other words, they get an industry exposure. A student pursuing an internship in his area of interest puts him in a good state as he gains relevant work experience in what he wishes to move ahead with in the final year of placements. Also, it gives them a fair enough knowledge of sector other than that of his interest. Winter internships, not very common at Indian B schools. They are called short-term project, STP, which happens in December-January, towards the end of the first year. In many cases, it runs parallel with last semester of the MBA program with a company as STP. Final placements. An MBA degree holder would start off his career from junior or mid-management as compared to a simple graduate who started their career at the executive level. Various and diverse profiles are offered to top B school students like management consultant, marketing manager, project manager, etc. 1 year executive program. This program is designed and targeted for working professionals with at least 2 to 3 years of working experience, looking for further growth in their career. This program is offered by most of the premier B schools of the country. Why MBA? As discussed earlier, MBA as a career is now more lucrative. Middle class family always wants financial security for their children. In current scenario, government jobs are not a very sure shot option for them, as there are lots of factors like reservations in government jobs and lack of new vacancies. On the other hand, private jobs, companies and new ideas are coming, and the glamour of MBA made has management degree compulsory for all these jobs. Usually, there is hardly any clarity in an aspirant's mind about what he or she is expecting to form their MBA degree. For getting more clarity on this issue, we need to look beyond the general perceptions about MBA and to understand what an MBA or PGDM would give you. The most pertinent question that should actually be the first step towards MBA exam preparation is why MBA? MBA general or popular perceptions. 1. An MBA would guarantee a job. 2. Grade B school ensures a great job. 3. An MBA or PGDM degree would project me to extremely high levels of corporate remuneration. 4. MBA would give me my dream job, just the way I have always imagined it. 5. A degree of MBA is a shortcut ticket to success, money and fame. You shake hands with CEOs, attend corporate parties, get to date attractive women and ride in luxury cars. 6. All management graduates from a good B school end up as millionaires after they pass out. They get 7-digit salaries and international placements. 7. I should opt for MBA because I want to become an entrepreneur. 8. I am very much interested in social service plans to run an NGO, but for this an MBA is prerequisite since all B schools are stressing on rural marketing and CSR. Apart from these lame excuses, let's find some serious thoughts. Let us put things into viewpoint to understand what can an MBA degree really gives the student and how the student should look towards this degree to become more fruitful for him. Better job opportunities. On one hand, an average graduate usually gets frustrated because of insufficient job opportunities and limited job profile. On the other hand, an MBA widens the spectrum of employment and job profiles for a student as it takes them to higher levels of management, making them managers and senior managers, which certainly does not mean a higher position as well as greater responsibilities. An MBA from top institutes gives a person the credibility to hold leadership roles in an organization. Better career growth. A simple graduate might take many years to escalate in the corporate hierarchy and might still not move beyond a certain level. It does become important for graduates to have a higher degree to reach the top management levels. An MBA degree holder has better chances of escalating upwards to become a CFO, CIO, CTO or CEO. Large perspective of B world. A good MBA program imparts not only knowledge but also good business sense to the student for him or her to become more receptive to changes in the world and better equipped with problem-solving tactics. However, a simple employee of an organization serving in a lower half of the hierarchy might not have the access to relevant business knowledge. An MBA degree makes the business experience a familiar territory, hence making the student a valued and respected asset to the organization. Greater challenges. MBA broadens the student's limits of learning. It gets the student out of his comfort zone, deals with the latest issues, applies the newest management methods, and constantly challenge him with different circumstances. Consolidated corporate network. The first step towards fruitful college life is having a good network of inspiring and helpful students. The only difference at top B schools is that the students there would be more career oriented and would be some of the future managers or head honcho. This puts the student in a good position in life as he or she gets to interact with professors and teaching staff, usually an ex or current business people with high on-field experience. Better pay packages. Finally, there is no denying the fact that the MBA from the top B school brings greater pay packages. This is fact that for mere engineering graduates, the salary after an MBA becomes at least triple. Even in the time of recession, top tier B schools have maintained the tradition of high salary packages being offered to its students, who basically the academic background cannot be hindrance if the person wishes to pursue an MBA. It is a very generalistic program. How relevant is the type of academic background for an MBA? It is not like all aspirants have done a BBA prior to the MBA. To become better managers, this myth is a far cry from the students' background statistics of B schools, where a majority of students are from an engineering background and the remaining are from various other backgrounds. In fact, B schools encourage diversity in classrooms. It helps to create an environment where productive debates and offering viewpoints can be used to invoke short-term innovation. In simpler terms, a manager is someone who manages things by using common sense. So be it engineers, lawyers, doctors, teachers, agriculturists, anyone can opt for an MBA. MBA from where? From India, from top 15 institutes, or abroad, or from any other institute of India. The first thing that comes into mind is that the quality of education, personality development, and professional exposure. B schools create brand value for students, and their MBA program must make a significant difference on their resume. From top 15 Indian institutes, the most reputed, top-rated B schools in India accept the scores of CAT exam conducted by Indian Institute of Management, IIMS. The management programs PGDM are considered as one of the uppermost ranked management programs in the world. MBA abroad. The distant MBA programs are applied through valid GMAT scores. The few advantages that the international MBA programs provide are: 1. International faculty. There is an enormous amount of diversity, not just among the students but also among the faculty. Best B schools of the world are able to bring together the best mind and quality teaching from all around the world. 2. Programs accepted internationally. Almost all the programs of reputed colleges of the USA and UK are accepted worldwide. Please note, some one-year programs from few countries are not accepted in India. 3. Better scope for research. Top business schools of world provide excellent resources for research work. Some of the best researchers of management field are done at premier institutes like the Harvard Business School. Some popular belief about top institutes. 1. CAT or CAT is the must for MBA admissions and it is very tough to crack. 2. Getting into one of the top 15 B schools is incredibly difficult for an average student with an average background. 3. In top institutes, the fee is very high for MBA course. MBA not from top 15 institutes. MBA degree is generally considered a high-ticket professional course. The fee structure of some of the B schools also backs this fact. The course fee also turns out to be a major factor as many aspirants do not get options like scholarships and educational loans. However, the scenario where MBA education is becoming highly competitive, aspirants can look into a number of options available on affordable MBA degree provided in good B schools. Here we need to mention especially there are a few good B schools who do not form top 15 institutes but can design their degree program in such a way that makes a significant impact on the resume of their pass-out graduates. International collaborations are the new buzzword. Institutes join hands with industry federations and foreign universities, conduct student exchange programs, which ultimately give exposure to the students, like IES, MCRC from Mumbai working very closely with CII and with one of the School of Business from Switzerland. Ground reality of MBA graduates. Let's face some reality after getting an MBA degree. MBA as a career option among students belonging to the middle class family is really enticing. Mainly in India, MBA education is broadly divided into two broad sections, from top 15 institutes and from the institutes of Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities. India's estimated 4,500 business schools churn out tens of thousands of management graduates each year. Some reports say less than 10% of Indian MBA graduates are employable. The biggest problem in life is the gap between reality perception and self-assessment. The second biggest is contradictory desires in the mind. Let me explain the second one first. Many youngsters want to be wealthy and honest. Many young boys want to marry a smart, homely girl. Where have these notions come from? Clearly from the dream merchants who are creating unrealistic expectations. Engineers do not want to pursue a career in engineering. Hotel management graduates do not want to continue in the hospitality sector. They all want to be managers. Somewhere the dream merchants have been able to brand the MBA degree as an assurance of a good job, defined as a high CTC, cost to company, and little work. In the good old days, it meant an air-conditioned office, Wi-Fi enabled the system, company car, and good-looking secretary. Some time ago, they added ESOPs to the mix and more recently music to the ears, work from home. Does the MBA give you all that gullible the youngster believes it gives? No, certainly not in India. So the popular perception is that graduates from business schools walk out of wearing fancy suits and make money that matches their glamour. However, this perception is in fact a colorless reality. It runs out that in over 40% of B school, an average yearly salary given to the students during employment is less than 3 lakhs a year. Students from just 1% of the approx 4,005 institutes across the country are in the top B schools that command INR 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs as a course fee. They offer an annual salary upwards of INR 9 lakhs during campus recruitment. There are many B schools that fall into all-time low rank. These colleges or universities sometimes fail to even place a single student with a guaranteed job. And these unlucky university students make up 37% of total that exist in India. An average salary of INR 9 lakh or more than can be expected from a graduate only if they study in a Tier 1 institutes. However, the course fee in Tier 1 colleges or institutes are not on the lower side. It is on the higher side mostly. An average fee range is between INR 12 lakhs to 15 lakhs. Tier 4 colleges are also not too far. Even there, the average fee could be up to INR 5 lakhs. The percentage of students placed is low in Tier 3 and Tier 4 business schools, and some reports say that only 50% of graduates get placements from the college. In the biggest chunk of B schools, around 52% falls in the Tier 3 group, with the average annual salary of INR 3 to 5 lakhs. The irony is, just 60 to 80% of students in this category are offered jobs during campus placements. The not-so-good B schools are easy to get in, but they won't add much value to the resume and eventually to the career. Why the gap? The average MBA person in India is unemployed. The reasons are mainly the system itself is flawed because of following issues. A. Focus on memorization rather than understanding the concept of working. B. High fee structure. C. Lack of industry exposure. D. Poor infrastructure. E. Poor understanding of corporate decorum. F. Too many subjects. G. Outdated syllabus. H. Poor placement. Most large established companies don't come to colleges. I. Skills such as communication, critical analysis, etc. are ignored. J. Faculty crunch. Management is not a subset of social psychology or operations research. Although it borrows from these areas, management is an applied discipline and calls for a combination of teaching and training. To make Indian MBA graduates more employable, business schools need to make a conscious effort to bridge the gap between theory and practice. It then calls for a teacher preparation, and the average PhD is not adequate training for teaching a management course or training for a managerial role. While subject experts can deliver the curriculum, teaching and training are different aspects and need to be treated differently. Every discipline requires a degree of prior knowledge and competencies, and so does management. Just graduation in any discipline from any university or college with any marks is good enough is an absurdity. Not even the best institutions can transform every child in 2 years, much less than average B school. Most B schools ignore industry requirements and employability drivers. The large number of management graduates state that management is the art of getting work done, not doing it by yourself. Someone must be teaching that in the classroom, such an attitude is the guarantee of unemployability. Apparently, the industry wants people who are willing and capable of hard work. The faculty issue is common across most B schools because high-quality professors move to abroad or other institutes. In some cases, students of same college who graduated often move into teaching. These student-turned-faculty lack real-world corporate experience. The students don't have knowledge of key industry terms and concepts in their areas of specialty. For instance, students who had a major in finance did not know what IPO short for initial public offering. The majority of students have poor communication skills, lack of fluency in English, a prerequisite for working in corporate culture, particularly in a client-facing roles like banking, marketing, consulting, and sales. Last but not least, the promotion campaigns carried out by B schools tend to lead applicants to believe that the starting CTC is somewhat below what IIMA or ISB claims, and in any case nothing less than INR 12 to 15 lakhs a year, often off the mark by a multiple of 10. They are heartbroken when reality strikes. There are various cases that contribute to this issue, but finally, it all boils down to one fundamental issue with the education system. The Indian education system is not sufficient enough to make people employable. The people who pass out of most educational institutes or universities do not have the right skill set, abilities, or competences required to perform their duties effectively in the corporate world. In short, we need more practical approach. With the supply largely outstripping the demand of managerial jobs, we are doing a great deal of damage to the future of our children as well as to the social fabric of the country. By following policies that convert the uneducated, unemployed into persons with a degree or diploma holding unemployable citizens, we are triggering great harm to the psyche of individuals as well as robbing professions of available talent. We are short of teachers, nurses, electricians, and plumbers and flooded with jobless MBAs. We focus more on quantity of material and bookish lessons while ignoring skill development, which is essential to transform a student into a professional. It is also essential for survival, growth, and success. Although with or other than MBA, what can I do? An MBA aspirant must also consider other options like appearing in exams like Bank PO, GMAT, and GRE. This would fall in line with their ultimate aim of doing a good master's degree and excel in life. End of part 2.